Back to old tricks. The orator seems strange to you, more so than usual, I mean. I know he has a partial for keeping his own console. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Would you go and see if he's alright? Stoller and I will remain here and see what else we can learn about the final days. If we hurry, perhaps you could catch up with him. Ba-da-da. By the way, let me there we go. What a story. Ow. Why did I just do that? God. Hey, defeat a battle. Good. I wanted to. I'm close to 76. I mean 86. So woo! Yeah, it appears to be heading towards the entrance. It's a shame that it's all designed only for the source. Like the other shards would, the final days would claim the everyone on the other shards except for the source. Right? The source would be saved, but everybody else on the other shards would fall. And I'm like, we can't go through with this technically. We honestly cannot. As much as it would be wise to do, it's like, no, we can't just abandon... We can't abandon the other shards. We can't abandon the first and such. There are people in all of those still alive and teeming with life, and like... Orient your adventures off in the moment of reasons unknown. You must tread carefully, else... Not this again. From a safe distance. The objective will end the failure. No one? Oh, come on! All because I ran up the hill. I ran up the rock. Sucks. I... Give me a break, game. I mean, I've already... To be honest, I've actually put almost 29 hours in this expansion, apparently. And we are nowhere near done. We're still on, like, level 84 quests. And I'm almost 86. Ready to move. Oh my god. I always felt like I was gonna lose him. Alright.
Thine arrival is timely as ever.
Yep.
Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Living Way, I presume?
Yeah, until we were rudely interrupted. But he never heard the offer.
'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity. and Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life. I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Menphilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain brokered by my hand were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter. Two souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not.
Sorry, I was
Far from it.
distracted
I
for a
pushed them
moment.
forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives, ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction. Dearest Moonbringer, who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good. Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today. Selfish wants born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation.
Then don't do it.
The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning. One which must never again come to pass. Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity?
There's no way.
I am not alone in my discomfort, then? 'Tis surprising, though perhaps not. We Scions are wont to debate strategy at length, but are resolute and unwavering in execution. Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly. I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts. As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond. 'Twould be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before. And today.
What are they saying? Curse these ears and that barrel! No matter. We've got our plans.
Something's wrong. Proof. My reason for traveling hither was to effect a plan of my own, a plan which may pave a way forward for us all. May, I say, for there is no guarantee of success. 'Tis the reason I set out to learn. That failure, should it come, would be mine to bear alone. Yet thou standeth before me, perfider hand and open heart. This would be amiss for me to refuse thy amity, and so I ask, wilt thou join in my endeavor? Moon dust. That's the weather right now. Guys? Oh, it's behind the rock. Okay, never mind. Setting things straight. I'm almost there. I'm almost ace. I thank thee for accompanying me. It is a simple plan in truth. We shall not be long away from best ways borough. Difficult decisions must needs be made in the coming days, but I nevertheless believe we are all of one mind in our desire to save the people in interest. To make clear our resolve to the Lalafell, I would offer them a gift, but its making doth require for singular yet. What the? What is that? So anyway, that was a thing that just kind of happened. An abundance of spungo. Excellent. A chance to spy this aggregation when crossing Zodiac's S-Wild prison. Using a spell taught to me by the Numo. I believe these shall suffice for the gift I would fashion. The magic require considerable concentration, however. Might I prevail upon these to stand watch while I perform? Perform the uncontained. Why so far away though? Hostile prison! Oh god. Oh wait, I'm attacking the wrong one. My fault. That's what I like about this though. If you attack another player's enemy that is fed for their quest, it still it actually helps them. So surveying the nearby area, you see no sign of potential threats. This will be a good opportunity to see how Oriander is faring. Like if I see someone doing their quest, depending on what's going on, I will actually help. He remains fixated on his work. But it's like, it doesn't penalize you for helping people. Like, it won't penalize their quest done. A magic inked every ounce as efficient as they crafted by the Nozo. Rare is the occasion I would conjure my own. It is nevertheless the most useful skill. The resorting product is admittedly possessed of no supernatural properties, but its hue is one of my own choosing. I pray the Lalafell will appreciate. Ronald, Oriander. Oh, thank goodness. I thought you'd have been eaten or had perhaps fallen into a crater. Your Stoller has been looking all over for you, Ronald. She said she needs to speak with you about something more urgent, dire even. It is also quite clear that she wishes to speak with Ronald alone, which means I'm afraid you must stay behind, Oriander. Where am I? It just so happens we need your help with an errand. Delivering a package from the Watcher's Palace to Bestways Borough. It's quite large and heavy, perhaps even too heavy for we poor Lalafell, and we will ever be so grateful if you could lend us a hand. That's convenient. Suspiciously convenient. Are you saying I would betray the trust of Highland's chosen? Or worse, do anything to risk getting on Stoller's bad side? He's clearly not one to be crossed. No remain to wait. Now off you go. Or you not, Ronald. I shouldn't be long. I think they're probably taking their I feel like they're taking their role of what they're supposed to be doing a little too far now. It seems like borderline obsession. I mean, I understand they took them 12,000 years to build this, but it's like all this, but it's like still. Well, Ronald, we thought you would be away for far longer. Dire emergency? I said no such thing. But as you are here, I could use your assistance with one small matter. Running Way, a companion of Growing Ways, apparently has much to tell us of the final days. The problem, however, is that she is determined to live up to his name, refusing to stay still long enough for us to hold a conversation. Is there anywhere he'd likely to stop and rest, or perhaps there's a way to slow him down? What's the rush? I was thinking we should wait here. Maybe we could enjoy a cold mug of carrot juice and... Oh, if it's really that important. We could try using these balls of moose's flesh. Not to be confused with the other thing. Running Away's other notable feature is his incessant chatter, so you have no trouble finding him in a crowd. And when you do, try lobbing your balls at him. Crude, but if it proves effective. He was here in the greater than when last I saw him. Let us split up and find him. Search your surroundings for them. You may. Oh, okay. Ah. Got him. What happened? What? Okay. It's one of them. That's smart. Is this what it was meant to be, a joke? It isn't funny. Got him. Oh. Yes, I'm running away. Do you mind explaining why you hit me in the face with your balls? Moose flesh? Wrong. Every bit of that's wrong. I'm highly knowledgeable about the final days. And that's what's really I heard since I woke up. Who told you that joke? As if we got time to look into the final days when there's so much to do before the Great Voyage. It's true that Heidelin did impart to us some knowledge of the event, but I know about just as much as any other operant around here, less probably. I don't know why anyone would think it's funny to go around telling people I'm an expert, but they better hope I don't get my paws on them. Sorry, I couldn't be of more help, but if there's nothing else I'd work to do. And I'm off. We're being... Yeah. We are literally being jerked around at this point. Are these keys? They look like keys. Like a park. What it looks like, ours. I could find neither an eye nor a hair of him. How did you fare? So he knows no more than the others? Care to explain yourself, growing way? I just remembered. Sorry about that. Oh. Unrelated, what about Yonder? I assume you spoke with him earlier. Did he say when he'll be returning? On his way to the Watcher's Palace with living left. Between growing ways, suddenly lapse of memory, and our lack of other leads, any type or time would be better spent lending Oriandra a hand. No, now hold on a minute. Still coming back to me, yes, I remember. The information you were looking for is in the archives, yes. It's where you'll find all sorts of useful knowledge, including that pertaining to the final days. Yeah, we are 100% being jerked around here. They're stalling. Part of the matter. Oh, what to do? I promised Limingway I would help, but... No, I promised I'd help. So that's what I'd do. The archives are on the second floor of the main plaza. Eastern wing. Follow me. I suspect the Olympians are up to something, but if there is not be learned of the final days, I think it would be best to play along, for now at least. Wow, this place is starting to have a lot more side quests. Dun, 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 dun. Ow, wow. The archives are right through the door, but it seems to be locked. I guess we'll just have to go and find whoever has. Here we go. Throwing away. Enough. If you have not else to tell us of the day, you only need to say so. We can ill afford to be wasting time here, as you well know. You yourselves had tell us we must act quickly. Yes, we did, but the moon was to be the perfect paradise for the people of Israel, and we're running out of time making everything ready for their arrival. We hoped you'd see the wonders we have to offer, but you found nothing but faults and flaws in our work. Only one of you saw our potentials, though you others must be kept here. So that's Living Way's game. Run us around in circles, and failing that, lock us away so that we can't put the plan at risk. Everyone except Oriander. He understands what is at stake, what must be done. I fear you misjudged us, Living Way. Never have we decried the notation of using the moon as a means of escape. That said, my heart breaks at the thought of abandoning Ithras and her reflections to their doom. If there's a way to avert the final days, I wish to find it. We all do. We may fail, but our efforts would never be at the expense of your plans. Why would you take that risk? There's no room for ifs or maybes. The people of Ithra will escape here to the moon. They'll be safe, and we'll finally get to see all their happy, smiling faces. Sorry, but we can't let you leave. You would not. Oh my goodness. I'll be back in a moment. Don't do anything rash while I'm gone. You're really gonna do this? If we dally, they'll overwhelm us with sheer numbers. I say we knock these one out, split up, and make our way to the exit. Agreed. Let us reconvene where Argos waits outside. We're being under attack! Oh god, they're weak. Oh man, now I feel bad. They can barely do anything to us. Yeah, they can barely hurt us. Oh, wait. Drawing way, don't do this. Oh, well, this is... Now we're in a very bad position. Good, you're here. We must hurry to the Watcher's Palace to find Oriander.
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Atheris and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Living Way, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
Oh, bugger!
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure. 'Tis clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self, a declaration of one's hopes and aspirations. Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose.
What?
There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Atheris is boundless and pure.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous phrasing! We Loperids were born of Heideland's love for Atheris. That shining, shimmering blue jewel, brightest star in the sky, brimming with life and possibilities. For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed. All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly, to serve and serve well. That goes for all of us, don't you see? So help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe. If there's anything wrong with what we've built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
Not that simple.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men and your own kin besides. Singing Way, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Atheris are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion.
Yeah, just go to Limsun. There you go. You'll hear all kinds of songs.
Are monuments to man's pioneering spirit and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And thou, my friend, I do not think we've met.
My name is Puddingway.
What?
Puddingway? Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure. But one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words. A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate.
Yeah.
And living way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of thy moniker. When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional annoyance. One day, I posed to her a question of mine own. What doth it mean to live? After much contemplation, she proffered this answer. The anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
I want to understand, but...
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. For thee. Ink as blue as the waters of Aetheris. Made in haste, though I assure thee, the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Livingway's compendium. An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order. Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality, you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort. To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reen's, of all reflections, and the souls that call them home. Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last, that such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind, if being the operative term.
Hope. How came it into your possession? How very like her. Guided by its light, you may come to know her true intentions which remain a mystery even to us. In our time, we call it Ellipse. You would do well to remember the name.
I hate to interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Think nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Atheris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts. Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Agreed. The Charlayan Forum, yes?
I called it! I knew it! I even said it! That's their job! That is their duty!
What? How did you know?
The more I heard, the more obvious it became. The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans.
But now we know their
Let
plan.
us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
But at least we know what they're planning. There's a relief to see Livingway was pleased with my gift of ink. To serve and serve well, though their knowledge may be lacking, their boundless love is a blessing without peer. It will be no easy task to prepare them for what must be done. And gladly do I embrace this duty, even if doubt fate that we part ways for a time. Forgive me for my absence, but I have the utmost faith in you and all our fellow scions. When next I return to visit, I pray I find it all in good health and good spirits. So that explains everything. That's why they kept saying that. That's why they kept on saying, why the Forum and Charlayan kept on saying that the Final Days were not here. The Final Days they would know the exact moment the Final Days were here if they were told. They would have been told by the moon. It's by the Loporus. I got a message. Oh, it's just someone saying they love my glam and thought. My glam and name. Okay, we're safe. But yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break to use the bathroom and stuff. And more!